Welcome back. It is Monday, April 10th in the MLB. Our three favorite picks are on the way, including our first 1.5 unit play of the season. I'm Austin, joined by Logan. Let's recap yesterday. Astros moneyline, they get it done. Acuna gets his 2+ bases. The player props are on fire, 8-1 this year. The Rays and A's, the under 8, it was probably going to hit, but you can't start hitting under when there's a grand slam. I don't know how to tell people that. That's just not possible. The Rays are just absolutely scorched earth. And then our no one for stinning luck, Logan. I don't even know what to do these days. I mean, the Red Sox and Tigers nerfy was a beautiful call, but there were two. I don't even want. I posted a video yesterday. Just scroll through on our Twitter. You'll see exactly what happened. It was a brutal beat, probably our worst one of the year. But we're going to stay dialed in. We're going to have some more picks coming your wise way today. And Logan, you're going to start us off with the 1.5 unit play. What are we rolling with?
Yeah, 1.5 units. Hopefully this is many 1.5 unit plays to come this year. And what do I mean by that? Austin, in his NBA video, usually his best bet of the day, he puts 1.5 units on. He just likes it a little bit more than the other plays. And that's kind of what I'm rolling with today. And we're going to the Rangers versus Royals game. And I'm taking the Rangers -0.5 run line in the first 5 innings. -120 odds on BetMGM is currently your best value. Now, again, this is first half or first 5 run line. Either way, the Rangers have to be leading by 1 or more through 5, and I think they get that done for us today. Now, look, let's start with a little bit of line reading. This line is fairly confident that the Rangers will exploit Zach Greinke today, since there's a huge ERA discrepancy between these two starting pitchers. Look, if you're looking at the MLB app or whatever stats, and you see one pitcher has a 24 ERA and the other has like below a 3, you're like, oh, Logan, what are you doing here, right? Yeah, Andrew Heaney is starting for Texas. I wish it was a little bit better than this guy, but you know, he had a really rough first outing. 2 2/3 innings pitched, 7 hits allowed, 7 earned runs. Yeah, I had 7 earned runs. Yep, he's rocking a 23.63 ERA in the first game. Now, this is a get-right game for Andrew Heaney. Like, it simply has to be, right? Kansas City should be a solid bounce-back spot because this offense is anything but super consistent, right? They'll have their good games here and there, but Kansas City on the year, 26 in batting average, 19th in OPS against lefties. Heaney is a lefty. And I think he should be pretty solid today. The Royals are also tied for last in runs scored. Like, if he can't get it done versus this offense, he should be shelved and not touched for the rest of the year. Because, I mean, this is like do or die. You're pitching at home. You're pitching against a bad offense. You should be able to get it done. He doesn't have to be perfect out there. He just needs to hold it down enough to not implode and give the offense a chance to exploit Zach Greinke, right? Greinke was solid in his first 2 starts. 6 innings pitched, 1 earned run. 5 1/3 innings pitched, 2 earned runs. You look at those stats and you're like, pretty solid, right? Both those starts came at home, though, where Greinke was a lot better in 2022 as well, right? Austin and I remember last year fading Greinke on the road, but picking him at home because he was just one of those pitchers that just had crazy splits. 2022, Greinke had a 1.91 ERA at home compared to a 5.32 ERA on the road. So hopefully that trend continues into 2023, and in his first road start, the Rangers are able to touch him up. This is a good offense, too, at home. Texas 8th in batting average, 13th in OPS at home. They should be able to get to him. And the top of the Texas order has great splits versus Greinke, right? Seager hitting 364 against Greinke, Semien hitting 320 versus Greinke, and Adolis Garcia hitting 539 versus Greinke. There should be base runners, and there should be lots of run opportunities for this game. The over/under is super high, right? But I expect the Rangers to be doing most of that damage against Greinke. I expect them to be leading significantly through 5 innings. And I'm going to go ahead and take them in the first 5 run line in this one as our first 1.5 unit play of the year. Hopefully we get it done. But Austin, scorched earth on the player props. What do you got for us today?
Yeah, we got another one. But first I want to touch on that Rangers pick. And I really like it. I was looking at Seager or Garcia or Simeon's props, but I saw you're going to do them for your picks. So I was just going to avoid their bases because I didn't want to double dip. But I really do like it. People remember the MLB videos from last year. We were always doing the Greinke, roller coaster. Hopefully that roller coaster is right today. But either way, I'm going to dive into my favorite play. And honestly, it's going to be a little bit different today. Normally I've been taking a lot of bases props, but today we're going to have a little bit of a switch up. And we're going to ride with these two fellas. It's Mike Trout and Shohei Ohtani, each to record a hit. This is -119 on FanDuel. It's the same game parlay, very similar to what people do with the hit streak challenges and things of that case. And maybe we'll do a ladder challenge for, maybe in the future. That's probably going to come. But let's at least talk about this. We're only putting 1 unit on it. Now, some people probably will ask, what are units? Well, units is just a measure of your bankroll. Normally, it's about 1 to 2% is 1 unit. So when Logan says 1.5 units, that's just a little bit more you're putting on that play because we're a little bit more confident in it. But let's talk with these two guys because all we need them is to record a hit, something they've been doing a lot of. Now, the Angels are going to be back at home. We just saw them come off like a 23 combined run game. They had that crazy series against the Blue Jays. So maybe some regressions too here against the Nationals, as they are big favorites against Patrick Corbin. Now, I'm not saying to come out here and lay juice on an Angels run line. No, that couldn't be me. This is an Angels spot where they just come out and lay an egg. That's what they do. But I still do think their 2 stars can at least get us a hit, get us at minus 119. Now, let's talk about Corbin, though. He's going to enter this year. He started twice. He didn't look much better than last year. He has an 8 ERA, 2.22 whip. He's allowed 17 hits in 9 innings pitched. Only 3 walks, which is encouraging. Last season, Corbin had just a 6.9 walk percentage. The league average is 8.4%. The big concern here is that Corbin just sees Trout and Ohtani and says, yeah, screw you guys. I'm just going to walk you. But he hasn't really been doing that all year long, and I don't think he does that today. And even if he does, I think Corbin will give the base runners, give enough base runners to where we have enough plate appearances for Trout and Ohtani to at least get a hit and continue their hit streaks. Now, we've seen Corbin, and not just Corbin, but as we talked about in these base props, we like to look at the pitches that the pitcher is going to throw. And Corbin throws basically 2 pitches. 45% is going to be a sinker, 42% a slider. Now, Trout in 2022 hit 315 versus the sinker, 297 versus the slider. Ohtani in 2022 hit 281 versus the sinker and 245 versus the slider. So both guys have great splits versus the top pitches. Arguably some of their best pitches to hit. And look, I think they're going to have the plate appearances to get it done. All we need is 1 hit. I was leaning towards both of them for 2+ bases, but I could not decide on which one I would go with. If I had to pick one, I'm sure the comments would be like, Austin, I can't do a hit parlay. I'm on PrizePicks or something like that. I don't mind. Probably I would lean towards Trout. If I had to pick a bases prop, Trout would be the guy because I like his splits a little bit more versus lefties and being at home. But we saw last year, Trout hit 330 at home, Ohtani 314 at home. Trout 310 versus left-handed pitchers last year, Ohtani only 263. That's why I lean towards Trout for bases, but it was about minus 120 or so. So I'd rather just go with this hit parlay because Trout has a hit in 8 straight. Ohtani has a hit in 8 of his last 9. So I really like the consistency here. These are 2 batters in the core of their lineup. They should have 4 or more plate appearances, and if Patrick Corbin's really stinking up, they might see even 5 or more. They have a high over-under in this game. So I look at the end of the day, my main concern would be the potential that one of these guys could rest. They haven't had an off day in a couple days, and that would kind of put us in a tricky position with FanDuel in case they do pinch hit them later on in the game. But I think with this being a short 3-game series, then they have a day off before they travel to Boston to take on the Red Sox. I don't see them getting a day off, so I really like Trout and Ohtani, both to record a hit. I have confidence in them. It's only minus 119, which I think is a decent price for both these guys who have been hitting the ball over 300 this year. We're not asking for a home run or a double or 2 bases. They just need to get 1 hit. A single is all we need from each of them. I think these guys are 2 of the best hitters in the league, so I'll ride with them. But Logan, you know what time it is. The music is starting right now. It's Nerfy Nation time. These flags are flying, and we're cashing one today. The people will say we don't know how to pick these, but we've had probably, I think, 4 or 5 of these, Logan, that we probably should have hit. There's no line last year. We probably should have hit, but look, the luck's not going our way, and we've talked about this time and time again. Y'all in first innings are kind of a luck-based bet, but we've been making some great reads, and I'm confident that the luck is going to turn our way, and we're going to go on a hot streak, and it starts today in the Marlins and Phillies game. We're taking the no-run first inning, minus 130 on Caesars. Now, to start this game, we're going to need no runs, and I like counting on these 2 offenses to not put up any runs. Now, let's talk about who's going to start off the inning, and it's going to be the Phillies pitcher, Matt Strom. Now, look, 1-0 on no-run first innings this year, going up against the Marlins, 15th in first inning runs. Now, you might be like, oh, that's league average, but that is a little inflated. They scored 3 yesterday in the first inning, and I look at this, the leadoff guy for this Marlins team, normally Luis Arraez, we saw last year with the Twins. The Twins did not lead off with Luis Arraez. They threw him all at the bottom of the order. So Luis Arraez doesn't have the best splits versus lefties. I imagine the Marlins probably still keep him in there, but I think Strom come in here, wheel and deal, get us the first 3 outs, and I pray that this next guy in the bottom half is at least decent. He's good, right?
Yeah, it's Sandy Alcantara, right? Take us home, Sandy. How many times did Austin and I pick Sandy Alcantara and Nerfies last year, and they treated us really well. We were up several units on that. So hopefully he can roll that into this year. Alcantara, right? 2-0 on Nerfies this season, so he's yet to allow a yes run first inning, which is really what you like to see. He's one of the best pitchers in the league. He's so good at inducing ground ball contact, not hard extra base hits, and that's kind of what sinks the Nerfy, right? Philadelphia also 26 in first inning runs. They, for the talent that they have, the top half of the order, they really haven't been producing runs in the first inning like they usually did last year. The over-under set to 7.5, right in the range that we like to pick these. At the end of the day, I think if he's able to get through Trey Turner, not allow a home run to Schwarber, the pathway's there to cash this one, right? So I really do like this bet, Austin. I think Nerfy Nation stands to bounce back today, and if I get one more disgusting beat, I don't know what I'm going to do. Please don't let me find it out.
I don't know what we will do, but today we're cashing this one. We should be live for this one. It is a 6:40 p.m. first pitch, so we should be live at 6:30 if you want to come eat your dinner or celebrate, do whatever you want with us. We're cashing today. I have a good feeling about this one. So those are our 3 favorite picks of the day. Marlins, Phillies, nowhere in first inning. The Ohtani and Trout hit parlay, same game parlay, and then the Rangers for 1.5 units on the first 5 run line. So have a great day. Let's go 3-0. We'll see you guys later tonight for the live stream. No NBA plays today. This is all you guys get. So have a great day. See you guys back again in the next one. Peace out.